There it is. You thought of everything this morning almost. Well, good morning. And it is so nice to see you. And it was so nice to get to just walk around and say hello to you. It feels like it's been a long time. So welcome. And welcome to graduation in snowy October. A seasonal marker in a very different season. I'm so glad though that we could be together in person today. Luckily, I've gotten to know a lot of you over the course of your studies, and if not in person, then from our sudden and urgent Zoom calls in the spring and in March. For our graduates who finished in the field and who could not travel to be with us in person today, we miss you, we're thinking of you, but we're so glad that you're out there in the world, paving the way for your classmates and for the rest of us. So thank you for joining us remotely. And for friends and family watching on video, my name is Sarah Turner. I'm the president at the North Bennett Street School. Of course, I'm particularly pleased to see our graduates and our faculty today, but I'm so glad to know that friends and family have a way to tune in because I know that they have been such an important part of our graduate success. It takes so much support on easy days and on difficult days, and so we're so glad that you could be here. I want to give a big thank you to the North Bennett Street School staff and to the goodwill of the people at the Old North Church for making today's celebration possible. We are in a series of 6 graduations in order to respect the rules of the time, and it really makes for a wonderful, elongated celebration over 2 full days. So it's just such a pleasure that we get to do this. But welcome to you, our newest graduates here and elsewhere, and welcome to our faculty, honored members of this community, absolutely. So in a moment, I'll share some thoughts with you about what your studies and what your work has meant to all of us this year, and I hope what it will mean for you going forward. At a time like this, it's easy to focus on the urgent and the right now, and of course for many of you, the next and the what is to come. But as we know, we're part of something bigger than ourselves, and our way has really been paved by people who did very, very good work before us. So before you graduate, I'm pleased to put you in the very good company of another North Bennett Street School graduate, our Distinguished Alumni Award recipient this year, David Batts. Each year, North Bennett Street School gives the Distinguished Alumni Award to recognize an outstanding graduate from one of our 9 full-time programs based on their professional accomplishments, their contributions to their industry, and their promotion of excellence in craft and trade. We are so proud to honor David Batts, class of 1972, in piano technology, as the recipient of this year's Distinguished Alumni Award. I know many of you have gotten to know David, and certainly he's connected deeply to our piano community, our alumni, and our friends. And still, I'd like to tell you just a little bit more. For more than 45 years since his graduation from the program, David has worked as a self-employed piano technician and rebuilder, making him one of the foremost experts in his field. And if this weren't enough, and as I say that, as I think about 45 years of being dedicated to your clients and your craft, it seems like plenty. But if that weren't enough, David is also an accomplished and beloved educator. He's been a regular master teacher at the meetings of the Piano Tuners Guild and was awarded their Member of Note Award in 2002 for these outstanding contributions. And David also started a new chapter for North Bennett, one that you're a part of, which is after only a couple of years of teaching at the school, he recognized the opportunity for an advanced piano technology program. He developed it and he moved into the role of department head for both programs. It's an example, of course, of the things that I'm going to talk about today, of commitment, of seeing and developing opportunity, and of course, of enduring dedication to others and to the school. David's work led the program to national and international renown, and he provided lifelong mentorship to students and graduates from both programs. The Distinguished Alumni Award is given through recommendation by peers, so it's really a true testament to the respect and admiration that one earns through their work. With this honor also came an honorary diploma for David in advanced piano technology this past spring. It's a terrific reflection, I think, about how learning and teaching can happen simultaneously. I know David is getting to attend the ceremonies today virtually from home and watch through our live stream. So congratulations to you, David, and thank you so much for all of our contributions, all of your contributions to our contributions. Thank you, David. And now to our graduates and to our faculty. When I thought about what to say to you today and how I might inspire you for your launch into the next chapter, your next job, your next phase of life, I thought I might look to history, or I might look to place, the steadfastness, for instance, of the small school that we're a part of, 140 years old next year, or to the endurance of a place like this, the Old North Church, a place that has stood for almost 300 years and seen really remarkable moments in American and global history. In both these cases, I would have been evoking time and history, and those would have been the inspirations, how places have weathered and stood. Or in addressing you today, I might have conjured an inspiring person, someone who succeeded against the odds, had the strength of character to accomplish something significant, even in a difficult time or with adversity. I might have conjured someone with compassion and caring who worked on behalf of other people. So in preparing for today, I thought about words, and I thought about literature, and I thought about acts of courage and rarity, something that would inspire you and propel you forward, something for you to take as meaningful. And at another graduation, maybe in another season or in another year, I might have taken that approach, and I might have looked outside of ourselves, looking elsewhere for something to spark us. You hear me using words like steadfast and endurance, strength of character, compassion and caring. This is what you have been. You have been the inspiration, and you have been what has propelled the rest of us forward. Because I'm remembering back to the middle of March, and we were all in shock, and we were all suddenly at home. And not only were we not prepared for those weeks and those months, but none of us knew how to Zoom. None of us knew how to navigate all of the technology that we've learned since then. And suddenly, you and your teachers, people who are dedicated to the analog and the by hand and the in-person, and people who have chosen your fields in part because you want to work in these ways, you had these preferred methods taken away and you had to adapt. And you did adapt, and your faculty did. And I think we were all so grateful in those months, even if we didn't recognize it at the time, to have your progress as our focus. It helped us put one foot in front of the other, facing each challenge as it came. We thought about how you would finish your work and how we would get tools to you and how we would keep you engaged. And your faculty thought about how you could keep making progress and find a pathway to today, to program completion and accomplishment and graduation. You did this. You showed up on Zoom and you watched videos and you read materials and you stood by each other. And you showed caring and you showed compassion and you showed endurance and steadfastness. And you did all of this while the world changed, and it changed radically around you, changing your family life and your working life, and of course your training and your timeline. And I have to admit, I marveled at how you just kept showing up, how we all did, and to take on something bigger than all of us, just step by step each day. And this took time. It's the end of October after all, and it's not the season that we're used to for graduations. But you found ways to stay engaged, to adjust your lives and your goals, and you were ingenious. Many of you found work as a way to continue your learning or your projects, ways to keep your skills up. So I'll say it very simply, we are so proud of you. We are so inspired by your commitment and by your focus. And so as you move ahead and you take on the challenges that will surely come, you can look to this time, I hope, for reassurance. You did something remarkable. That's already in you. And as I've said on other occasions, good work, important work, it's not magic. It's not special abilities. It's day by day effort, steadily, and you've done this. So as you set up your next lives and your next projects and your next careers, I hope you will turn to what you learned and experienced here, all that you built and all that you made and all that you fixed and all that you repaired. Because while it's not magic, it is unique and it is so, so special. And through your work, you also honor the work of the school and the community that you've become a part of. A school that endures for 139 years is not a static place. It's not a fixed thing. It's a place that's created by all of us, by the past, by the present, and now by you, our future. And so as we saw this year, North Bennett Street School is a bigger effort than what happens in two buildings. It's a network, and that network extends out and back through each of us. So we'll want to know about the work that you do. We'll want to know how you're learning and how your knowledge, how this small school extends through each of you. So please keep in touch. Please keep in touch with us, with each other, and with the currents of culture that will shape your work. Please let us know what you're making, what you're building, what you're fixing and tuning, and help us pay attention to the new uses of skill in the world. We are so honored to have you join 139 years of North Bennett Street School. On behalf of all of us at the school, on behalf of Mark Margulies, our board chair, as well as our full board of directors and advisors, and the many, many decades of alumni who have balanced changes with training before you, well done. We are so impressed with the work that you've done. It has meant so much to all of us. So congratulations, graduates. Congratulations. And so now we'll move to celebrating each one of you in turn and conferring degrees, conferring diplomas. So let me introduce a graduate of our Cabinet and Furniture program and everyone's right hand in weathering the challenges of the year, North Bennett Street School's Provost, Claire Fruitman.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. So as it says in today's printed program, finishing the requirements for graduation at North Bennett Street School takes hard work, commitment, and dedication at the best of times. The students in this graduating class completed their programs during the global pandemic of COVID-19. So let's celebrate your extraordinary achievements, the class of 2020. I'll ask your instructors to come forward first, and then when I call your name, please come up to accept your diploma. Remember, there's a photographer here to take some pictures. There's also a computer with our live feed going out to everyone who's at home. So feel free to wave or say hello to everyone who's outside watching. Take note of the special diploma cases made by Jeff Altepeter. He's our program department head in bookbinding. And the beautiful table that's holding the diplomas was made by Jackson Fairley, Cabinet and Furniture Maker grad. Right now, I'd like the instructors to come up. As Sarah said, Debbie Sear and David Betts are watching from home today, but we have Louis Delbenny, come on up to the front. Emily Townsend. And teaching assistant Will Roper. in the program, you'll see asterisks next to some of the names, and note that those graduates have passed their registered piano technician exams and can now be labeled as RPT. And I have a couple more that didn't make it into the program because of the deadline, and I'll announce those as they come up. Okay, and first up, can I have Samuel Batista? Corey Beers. Nicholas Bergen. Amanda Blackwell. Jennifer Chen. Ian Dalton. Sofia de la Peña. Sophia is one of the people who became an RPT after the program went to print. Marlena DiBeliso. Tiffany Dolben. Claire Heath. Jonathan Ho. Coulter Johnson. Samantha Kruger. Sam also became an RPT after the program went to print. Thomas Porter. Dana Sandler. Graduating today from advanced piano technology, Juan Armando. Holly Grodsky. Justin Hill. William Perkins. William Reynolds. Elizabeth Rocco. I did get everybody, right? So we're almost done. I just have a few remarks to make. The first time I attended a North Bennett Street School graduation was when I was a cabinet and furniture making student. Walter McDonald, my predecessor, was in this very spot announcing the names. And when he finished, he had some words of wisdom and encouragement that I found so inspiring. I've been back for every graduation since then. Even when I wasn't working here, even when I didn't know anybody who was graduating, I always came back because I thought of it sort of as my annual pep talk. I'd like to share those same words with you today, and I hope that you find them as inspiring as I still do. We may be almost finished here, but it's far from over. There's a lot more to do. There will be mistakes from which you will learn. There will be customers you hope never to see again. New methods, equipment, and materials will change the way you work, and you will get better and faster. If you don't get it right, you have a chance to do it better next time. There will be wonderful customers for whom you will do work over your entire career, and they will become your friends, and they will recommend you to their friends because of your work. There will be a time when you finish a job, look at it, and realize that a short time ago you could not have done it and would not have even known where to start. And you will realize how far you've come. So in closing, may your tools stay sharp. May your work be scheduled a year in advance. May your customers always be satisfied, pay in a timely manner, and without argument. You have skills and knowledge that few people share. You can use these skills to make life better for others, and you can be justifiably proud of jobs well done. Now we're finished here, and it's time for you to go out there and do great work. Congratulations, graduates. We're gonna ask everybody to exit out the back door. Sarah, would you mind leading everybody? You can just follow Sarah out.